The Mishima Zaibatsu towered over the skyline, a monument to power, ruthlessness, and control. Lars Alexanderson looked up at the building, his eyes filled with determination. He had tried to distance himself from the Mishima bloodline for years, but fate had other plans. He knew the man waiting for him inside the tower, and he knew this confrontation was long overdue. Heihachi Mishima stood on the rooftop, staring into the stormy skies, a hint of amusement on his hardened face. He knew Lars was coming. The young upstart was strong, tenacious, and resourceful, a true Mishima. But Heihachi was a warrior, hardened by decades of brutal battles, a man who had conquered armies and brought nations to their knees. Lars finally reached the rooftop, stepping into the rain-soaked night. He met Heihachi's gaze, unflinching. "So, the rebellious son returns," Heihachi said with a smirk. "You bear my blood, but you lack my vision. You always did." Lars clenched his fists, his anger barely contained. "Your vision is one of cruelty and destruction. You've sacrificed your family, betrayed your son, and plunged the world into chaos. It ends tonight, Heihachi." Heihachi chuckled, a dark, guttural sound. "You don't understand what it means to lead. Only the strong survive in this world, and only the ruthless thrive." Without another word, Lars charged forward, his body surging with energy. Heihachi met him head-on, fists colliding in a burst of force that sent shockwaves across the rooftop. They circled each other, each waiting for an opening. Heihachi's strikes were like hammers, heavy and precise, each one capable of shattering bones. Lars, on the other hand, moved with a dancer's grace, striking quickly and avoiding Heihachi's brutal blows. Their battle raged on, a thunderous symphony of fists, kicks, and raw power. Heihachi's legendary strength was undeniable, but Lars fought with a purpose, a desire to end the Mishima legacy of violence and oppression. He struck with all his might, channeling every ounce of his rage, every scar Heihachi had inflicted upon his family, every moment of suffering the Mishima Zaibatsu had caused. But Heihachi was relentless. He seized an opening, delivering a devastating punch that sent Lars sprawling. Heihachi stood over him, breathing heavily, but his eyes gleamed with a twisted pride. "You fight well, Lars. Perhaps you truly are my son, but you're still weak." Lars struggled to his feet, wiping the blood from his mouth. "I'm nothing like you. I fight to end your madness, to free the world from your tyranny." Heihachi raised his fist, preparing to deliver a final blow. But Lars summoned his last reserves of strength, launching a fierce counterattack. He moved with blinding speed, catching Heihachi off guard and landing a powerful blow to his chest. Heihachi staggered, momentarily stunned. Seeing his chance, Lars poured every bit of his energy into one final crushing blow, sending Heihachi crashing to the ground. As Heihachi lay there, gasping for breath, he looked up at Lars, a glimmer of respect in his eyes. "You may have won this battle, but the Mishima blood will always run through your veins. You can't escape it." Lars looked down at him, his face a mask of resolve. "Maybe I can't escape it, but I can make sure it doesn't destroy anyone else." With that, Lars turned and walked away, leaving Heihachi alone on the rooftop, a king dethroned as the storm raged on around him. The Mishima legacy of violence had been struck a heavy blow, but Lars knew the fight wasn't over. He would continue to fight, not just for himself, but for a world free from the shadows of his family's darkness.